stopping. We gon' reach the streets, we're gonna tell them. We're not stopping. We gon' reach the streets, we're gonna tell them. We're not stopping. We gon' reach the streets, we're gonna tell them. We're not stopping. We gon' reach the streets, we're gonna tell them.
I'm a Yig showcase dancer, and we'll be right back.
Hello everyone, as you know, I'm Veronica, and yes, the Lord has definitely been using me. I used to be out there in a club as well. I love dancing, and that was one thing I love to do, was go out and dance and be seen. And before I really turned my heart towards the Lord, I was out there, you know, I experienced some very challenging and stressful things, and I looked back, and there's a point where I just thought, man, you know, where am I going? Where is this heading to? And I know it was God that opened my eyes to see that the true life is in the body, and in the body of the Lord, and using the gifts and talents that He's blessed us with to give it back to Him. And that just really has lightened up my life. I dance for God now, and I really just love to just move and express my gratitude to God, and to show all the young people such as myself that, you know, you can do it too. You can, you know, you can be out there and see that, you know, yes, this is not really the right direction, and I'm not really fulfilled in this, and then you could definitely turn to God and see that He has everything there for you. The love, the joy, the peace, it's all there, the happiness. I'm thankful. Everything is not easy in the walk as a Christian, but it's so much more life-giving, and I thank God for it. I love this movement, Stop Bullying Now movement, and I'm supporting it 100%. I'm going to be out there dancing August 27th, and I'm encouraging all of you to come out there as well and to see what the Lord is doing and His love for all of us.
Now, you know, a lot of times we want to know the different styles. We've got hip-hop style and break dance.
Yes.
We've got robot, crump, all of that. What's going on? I mean, tell us about those styles, because there are dancers out there that are looking for opportunities to dance.
Yes, well, there will be crumping. Crumping is where just this high energy, you know, you got aggression, you want to express something, you got the crumping. There will be the hip-hop feel, you know, the beatboxing feel, the you know, nod your head, hip-hop style. There also be, I mean, I like to do the expression, the modern style. I would say hip-hop modern, because there's the modern style where you're trying to convey a message or feeling. That's kind of also expression. So, and I'm sure there will be breakdancing, you know, the breakdancing on the ground and the all that stuff. It will be really nice. So whatever you like to do, you can come out and show your moves. It's accepted. We just want to just show everyone the skills that we've been blessed with.
Why is the club scene so appealing to young adults, college students? Go ahead and get them out.
Okay, well, the club scene and with the music and everything, it's appealing to the young adults, because that's what gets us going. You know, that music, that beat. You know, it's like an innate thing in us to want to hear that upbeat music, that beat, that style. We like it, and that's what the media has shown us. And so it's not necessarily bad, the hip hop, but it's just what is being conveyed in that music. You know, so what we're doing is we're taking back hip-hop. We're taking back the style that we so much enjoy. So we're going to use that, and we're going to spread a positive message, uplifting, to encourage the young people such as myself and you all. So definitely the club scene has that appeal, because it's entertaining and you can go and express yourself. And we're showing that you can express yourself. It's just what is that purpose behind the expression, and what is the motivation? And we're showing that this motivation is the glorifying our Creator. So we definitely have it in us, and we definitely want to show what the Lord is giving us. And that's what this is partially what it's about. So
ladies, how do you keep your femininity? How do you flow and still keep your femininity?
Well, as a young lady, I've found that I can still really move and groove in a very ladylike manner. You know, I know about the whole shaking, gyrating things of that sort, and I will guarantee you, it is so much more free and fun to dance in a more decent manner, where you're not necessarily exploiting yourself. You're reserving what God has given you for that young man that you will eventually, marry, and that's for him, and that's between you and your husband. Yet as a young lady out in the public eye, we want to be discreet, and we want to make sure that we're not being too open and exposing certain things. So what we do is we let our bodies move to the beat, and we make sure that we're reserving certain movements. We're not just exploiting ourselves. So that's I'm all for it, because I remember what it was like to be in the club scene and dancing more openly and not really as reserved. So as you can see on the video, I'm still moving, I'm still grooving, I'm really having a good time. And it's just a more feminine and decent manner to it.
We will be joining Veronica and the crew August 27th at the Capri Theater in North Minneapolis. Veronica, take us there now and take us out.
Yes, it will be in North Minneapolis at the Capri Theater. It's going to be one day, 3 concerts. At 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and 9 o'clock p.m. The concerts are $2 each, and you can find those tickets online at GMNLive.com/concert. That's where you can buy your tickets, $2 each for each concert. And it's presented by Grace Media Network. The movement is Stop Bullying Now Movement. Hip Hop Rap Fest is the concert that will be held. And we want you to come out, ladies and gentlemen, especially you ladies, support the women. And yes, it's going to be one day, 3 concerts, August 27th. You're going to have a blast. There's going to be over 6 rap artists blazing the mic. You don't want to miss it. So we want to see y'all there.
We're not stopping. We're going to reach the streets. We're going to tell them. We're not stopping. We're going to reach the streets. We're going to tell them. We're not stopping. We're going to reach the streets. We're going to tell them. We're not stopping. We're going to reach the streets. We're going to tell them. We're not stopping. We're going to reach the streets. We're going to tell them. We're not stopping. We're going to reach the streets. We're going to tell them. We're not stopping. We're going to reach the streets. We're going to tell them. We're not stopping. We're going to reach the streets. We're going to tell them. We're not stopping. We're going to reach the streets. We're going to tell them. We're not stopping. We're going to reach the streets. We're going to tell them. We're not stopping. We're going to reach the streets. We're going to tell them. We're not stopping. We're going to reach the streets. We're going to tell them. We're not stopping.